You've spent too many years reacting to words, to people, to outcomes you couldn't control. Every insult, every failure, every silent rejection. Each one had the power to twist your emotions like a storm. But tell me honestly, how much longer will you keep handing over your peace to the chaos of life? How much longer will you let the world dictate how you feel? You weren't born to flinch at every inconvenience. You were born to master the art of calm, to stand like a mountain while the winds of life scream around you. That's the Stoic way. And if you truly listen, not with your ears but with your soul, this could be the moment everything changes. Because peace isn't found in controlling what happens. Peace is found in mastering your response to what happens. So, listen carefully. In the next few minutes, I want you to imagine that the world goes silent. There is no noise, no distraction. Only you, your thoughts, and the discipline you're about to rebuild from the ashes. We are not taught mastery in schools. We're taught reaction. From childhood, we learn to mirror the emotions of others. Someone yells, we yell back. Someone disrespects us, we defend. Someone doubts us, we rush to prove them wrong. But in this endless cycle, we forget that the strongest force in the universe is not aggression, it's restraint. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Imagine that. Power over your mind. Not over people, not over fate, not over outcomes, but over the invisible battlefield inside your own head. That is where Stoicism lives. It doesn't live in temples, it doesn't live in books. It lives in the quiet choice between reaction and mastery. Every time you choose silence over rage, focus over fear, patience over panic, you are walking the path of the Stoic. And that path, though narrow and lonely, leads to a kind of peace the modern world cannot understand. You see, reacting is easy. Anyone can do it. The crowd reacts, the fool reacts, the weak react. But mastery requires awareness, and awareness is painful. It's standing still while your ego burns. It's watching your emotions scream for release while you whisper to yourself, "Not yet, not this time." It's turning your pain into discipline. Epictetus taught that what disturbs us is not things themselves, but our judgment about things. If someone insults you, the insult is nothing but air and vibration. Your judgment gives it power. If you fail, the failure is only a moment. The meaning you attach to it is what hurts. The Stoic doesn't escape emotion. The Stoic observes emotion. He studies it, learns from it, but never lets it command him. That's the rulebook for peace. Rule number 1, pause before reacting. In that pause, you reclaim your freedom. Rule number 2, question every thought that demands an emotional response. And rule number 3, remember that the one who angers you controls you. You can lose wealth, health, even love. But if you lose self-control, you lose everything. Every morning, before the world intrudes, sit in silence. Breathe slowly. Feel the weight of your body against the earth. Remind yourself that the day ahead owes you nothing. People will disappoint you. Plans will break. Emotions will rise. But you, if you choose, can remain still. Imagine yourself as the calm center of a storm. Around you, chaos moves, but you, the observer, remain untouched. That's Stoic peace. Not the absence of noise, but the mastery of reaction, within noise. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, war, and death daily, yet he wrote of kindness, patience, and virtue. If he could stay composed while ruling a collapsing empire, surely we can endure a rude comment or an unexpected failure. The problem is not life's weight. It's the weakness of our grip. The stronger the mind, the lighter the burden. That's what mastery feels like, carrying the same load, but walking taller. There will be moments when you fail. You will slip, react, and regret it. That's fine. The Stoic does not aim for perfection. He aims for awareness. Each misstep is a lesson carved into your discipline. Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." So when life grinds you down, remember, it's not punishment, it's refinement. Every frustration, every delay, every heartbreak is polishing the edges of your character. You are being sculpted into something unshakable. Pain is the chisel, time is the craftsman, and your acceptance, that's the masterpiece. We often believe that reacting proves strength, but strength is not in shouting louder. It's in staying silent when silence costs your pride. Real control is invisible. It's the calm look in your eyes when everyone else is losing theirs. It's the steady breath in a storm. It's the decision to respond with dignity when you could have reacted with anger. There's power in that restraint, the kind that bends the universe quietly. The Stoic knows that life is unpredictable. He doesn't resist that truth. He embraces it. The Rulebook doesn't teach you how to control life. It teaches you how to remain unbroken when life controls you. Every reaction is a transaction. You trade peace for chaos. And every time you refuse to react, you win back a piece of your soul. Look at the modern world. Everything demands a reaction. Notifications, headlines, opinions. It's a war for your attention. People are addicted to outrage because outrage makes them feel alive. But that's not life. That's slavery. Stoicism frees you from that chain. It teaches you that calm is rebellion. Stillness is resistance. Peace is power. When you stop reacting, you start seeing. You begin to notice how noise manipulates emotion, how fear sells, how anger divides. You rise above it, not in arrogance, but in clarity. The Stoic is not emotionless. He is emotionally free. He feels deeply, but chooses wisely. That's the highest form of intelligence, emotional control in a world addicted to reaction. Close your eyes for a moment. Think of the last time you reacted, really reacted, with anger, jealousy, or fear. Remember how it felt in your body. The heat, the tension, the loss of clarity. Now imagine if, in that moment, you had paused. Imagine if you had simply breathed and observed the emotion without acting on it. The outcome would have changed. The peace would have stayed. That's the transformation Stoicism offers. Not a new life, but a new way of living the same life. You become untouchable, not because nothing happens to you, but because nothing inside you breaks. You build an inner fortress, brick by brick, with discipline, awareness, and acceptance as your stones. And soon you realize, the storms never stopped. You just stopped being moved by them. So here's your challenge for the next 90 days. Every time you feel triggered, pause. Every time someone tests your patience, smile. Every time failure whispers, "You're done," whisper back, "I'm just beginning." Observe everything. React to nothing. Speak less, mean more. Train your mind the way a warrior trains his body. Discipline is not punishment, it's liberation. The man who controls himself cannot be controlled by the world. And that's where real peace begins. In the end, remember this. Peace is not found in comfort. Peace is found in clarity. You are not meant to live at the mercy of every emotion. You are meant to master them, to ride them like waves without drowning. The Stoic rulebook for peace isn't written in words. It's written in choices. Choices you make when no one's watching. Choices that decide whether you live like a slave to emotion or a master of it. The choice is yours. Stop reacting. Start mastering. Because peace was never out there. It's been waiting inside you all along.